So, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you onto this evening's strategy session. Now, the strategy session is a very, very structured part of stepping forward with doTERRA. Okay, it follows some of the previous systems of when we first get you registered, and then we welcome you onto the new member induction class. Okay, so this kind of follows that, and this is really the next step for all of you to start and make some advancement to start sharing the gift with other people. Okay, now we run these every week at the same time. Today is an exception because we've had to make a little change around because of some guest speakers we have on the team call. But the first thing I want to make sure to everyone is, please don't think that you have to remember all of this. Okay, in fact, there's the link, if you can see that on the screen. Okay, but I will post it in the group afterwards, or your sponsor will send it to you. But this is a link to be able to go back on this entire document. Now, this document is designed to be able to use online. Okay, so it's kind of like, imagine it as like a website. Okay, and then when you click on it yourself, there'll be lots of information, and there's lots of clickable links in there that will take you to the information that I'm going to share with you now. Okay, so that means you can go back to it, you can refer back to it to be able to help you to take some of these steps. Okay, so I think the first thing to recognize is that, you know, people join doTERRA for different reasons. And because tonight is all about making some steps of advancement, I guess we're really just going to hone in on some of the things that you can do to really be able to develop an income stream. Now, some people may want to just be a sharer, and that means someone who's just occasionally sharing this with someone. It's probably fair to say, and hand on heart, if you just occasionally share doTERRA, that will not develop you an income stream. It won't. Okay, and if you want to, it's like a business getting the occasional customer. It wouldn't work. Okay, so for those people who are wanting to develop an income stream, then that means that you need to be consistent with your activities. It means that it's a all the time process. Just like in a traditional business, people are always looking for new customers, serving their customers that they have existingly. Okay, so it really is about taking some steps, becoming confident with these steps, and then keep taking them. Okay, so the first thing I want to really remind you of is that when you were on the new member induction, we did ask you if you could think about your priorities. Okay, in other words, why did you join doTERRA? What is it that's important to you? And we did ask you to make a note of these and discuss them with the person who has enrolled you into doTERRA. And that's so that they can help you. Because if we don't know what someone wants and we don't want to assume anything, then how can we direct people to the right information? Okay, so we did say to you, though, that after having attended the new member induction, that we pretty much know that your number one priority should be health. Okay, even though these are your priorities and not mine, I do believe that the number one priority for everyone should be health, because we only get one time around this track called life. And I think we owe it to ourselves to be able to get the maximum from it and to live healthy and to live longer. Okay, and the only way we're going to do that is by being very, very aware of what we need to do to be able to improve the probability of that. Okay, and we talked about on the new member induction the importance of establishing daily wellness routines, because this is a really, really important part of you starting to reach out and share with others, because we are products of the product. Okay, if you are not believing in what it is that we are doing here with doTERRA, which is to help people to take control of their health naturally, to make adjustments, to be able to reduce the risk of chronic disease and serious illness. If we're not living that ourselves, then I'm afraid we cannot speak with any authority and any conviction. So, but don't do it just for that reason. Do it because of your own personal reasons, which is, of course, to take control of your health. So please make sure that you do look at swapping out the chemicals that you are purchasing from the supermarkets, for cleaning the kitchens and the surfaces, and you know, and the products that you've been using for around the home, like air fresheners and antiperspirants, and you know, and just the products that you've been getting, that when you look at the ingredients on the back, there's lots of chemicals in there, because the chemicals we put in our body pose the biggest risk to health. Okay, so we've got to be doing that. Establish a daily wellness routine. Go on to the lifelong vitality, you know, pack. You know, it's doTERRA is one of doTERRA's most best-selling products, and you know, I've got to tell you that our health is amazing today compared to what it used to be before we joined doTERRA. And so therefore, I speak with so much enthusiasm, so much more conviction, because we have had these experiences. Okay, so it starts with you. And then, of course, it continues with others. And that's what we're going to be talking about now. So let me show you some of the things that you can do. Now, there are offline and online systems. Okay. And tonight we're going to be focusing on the online systems. Okay. But there are still some commonalities with offline. Okay. But tonight we're going to be focusing on some of these online systems. Okay. Now, the first and most important thing that I would say to anybody who wants to advance with doTERRA and wants to be able to earn an income, okay, it's understanding that you're not doing this on your own. Okay, you're part of a team, and it's teamwork that makes the dream work. You know, people who have been there before you, they've trodden the path at every level, and they've got experience, and experience is just, you know, you just can't put a price on that. So this is something that you will be stepping forward with your sponsor. Okay, so this is a picture of myself and Karen. You know, we regularly Zoom, we keep in great communication. Okay, and we help people to step through these advancement activities together. Okay, so it's not like off you go, crack on, there you go. It's like we're here to work with you and help you to take these steps. Okay, so it feels really very, very different when you feel as if you're doing it with someone as opposed to doing it on your own. Okay, so one of the things that's really important to understand is, I guess, the way that you would make your money. Because if you were employed, you would have an idea of what was required in your employed capacity for you to get paid at the end of the week or the end of the month. Okay, you would have an idea of what you need to do. And it's amazing how many people step into doTERRA and actually don't really know what they need to do to be able to earn an income. Okay, so when you go to look back on this document yourself online from the link that we're going to give you, you know, you can move your mouse over that image there where it says doTERRA compensation plan, and you can watch the little video tutorial, and it explains about the 5 different ways that you can earn an income with doTERRA. Okay, now look, you don't need to suddenly become an expert overnight, and you probably won't understand everything, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that you'll know a little bit more than when you first went on, and the most important commission anyway is the one that I'm going to explain to you now, and it's the fast start bonus. Okay, this is how you can get your hands on money quickly. Okay, I remember when it first went to people moving from being paid weekly in a job to getting paid monthly, people were up in arms because of course it made it difficult, you know, to get through the month without having some weekly income. So this is going back many, many years. You know, as I you know, remember how I used to feel when they said that to me. But with the fast starts, they're paid weekly. Okay, so it's great. You can get paid weekly. And the way that it works is really, really simple. Let's assume somebody wants to, you know, purchase one of our wonderful kits. The Home Essentials kit is probably one of the most popular kits that we have available. And if you or anyone, sorry, if anyone you knew, whether it be someone who was from your circle of friends, or there was someone from, you know, a lead that was generated, and someone wanted to go ahead on a kit, you will get, I'm just working approximately here, okay, you'd get approximately 20% of the kit value, approximately. Okay, it's actually a little bit more of a calculation to it than that, but it's approximately 20%. Now that 20% is in dollars, and then it gets converted into you know, your own currency, and it gets paid into your back office. Now, to get paid, okay, you have to have your own LRP order set up. Okay, it's got to be set up at 100. Which is your automatic monthly order. Now, for customers, it's optional. For people who want to earn an income, it is a prerequisite, okay? But that's not a cost, because I remember when we set up our LRP, okay, which works out in sterling at about £85 a month, okay, so it's just over £20 a week. Well, we were spending more than that on products that we were getting from the supermarkets, okay, like the cleaning supplies, the Mr. Muscle, okay, Claire would get a soap powder, Claire would get, antiperspirants and soap, and then, she'd go and buy the multivits for the children and things like that. And when we added all of these things up, including the likes of toothpaste as well, and all of these type of things, we were spending way more than that. So all we've done is we've kind of swapped where we shop. And that, so therefore it's not costing us anything when we set up this monthly order. It's simply just replenishing what we would have used anyway. Now you're getting a better quality product, and yes, it's not going to be quite as inexpensive as some of the rubbish that's available in the shops, okay? And that's because, the crap, basically, to put a fine word on it. And remember, you're looking to establish your daily wellness routine. So, you can't I don't think you can put a figure on your health. And what we're talking about here is maybe what, £20 a week, for you to basically take care of your health, to reduce the toxic load, and to be able to establish daily wellness routines. So it's very easy to meet that requirement, is my point that I'm making. And as long as you've got that set up, okay, then whenever you share this with someone else, you're going to get that 20%, and it's going to get paid into your bank account. Okay, which is fantastic. But here's what's really, really exciting. Obviously, there's no limit as to how many people you can share it with. So if you really want to get busy, then you can do so. And the wonderful thing about this business is that, let's say the person that you shared it with, gets inducted and gets shown how to do doTERRA, and they start sharing it with other people. Then the people that they share it with, you get 10% of their kits. And if those people start sharing it with other people, you get 5% of their kits, okay? So not only are you getting 20% of your own efforts, you're also getting 10% and 5% of other people's efforts, okay? And it's amazing how much that can add up to. So this is why there's a great incentive, for when we do share it with others, which is, of course, to help them to get going with it themselves, so that they're making money straight away, but you're also making more money. Okay, so that's a great way to look at it. Okay, so fast starts is the #1 commission type that you'll be really focusing on when you first start doing doTERRA. Okay, now, so we've got to, just like all businesses need customers, okay, doTERRA, and you and your business need people as well. And we know people are going to fall into different categories, but just to keep it simple, I want you to just think about, as a business needs customers, so do you, because this is a business. So we always say to people, start with where there is some already existing relationships in place. And this is just a novice level, okay? So think about the people that you know, all right? Because this is free. It doesn't cost you anything to reach out to these people, okay? And remember the product that we're reaching out to people with, okay? If I had the telephone number of the Queen of England and she would take my call, I promise you I'd ring her up. I'd say, Lizzie, now listen, there's something I've got here for you. And because I absolutely believe, okay, that our oils would help her. Do you believe they would help her? I'm sure you would. They can help her, okay? So it's when you've got that inner confidence, the point being that you know that you're reaching out to help people. You're not reaching out to bother people. You're reaching out to help people. Now, what I would do is I would get an A4 piece of paper. I'd draw a line down the middle. I'd put the word oils on the left, and I'd write business on the right. Okay, and all I would do is I'd try and put as many names down on there as I possibly could. Okay, when you're reaching out to people with such a wonderful quality product, and you'll see how I suggest you reach out to them. So in most cases, you're not even reaching out to them in real, like speaking to them. You're just going to send them something, either through email, through phone, text, or through social media, through WhatsApp. Okay, so it's so easy to do. And when I show you what we send people, you'll think, yeah, I can do that. It's really simple, okay? But if I was to say to you, think of people that you know, you might come up with, I don't know, 10 or 15 people. But if I said to you, okay, so you used to have your own business in the past, did you not, Mary? Okay, have you got any previous customers? Have you got any the contact details of these people who were customers of you in the past? What about I said to you, have you got any friends who you know have a beauty salon, or friends who are into holistic health? Maybe they have their own yoga practice. Maybe they're right into sports. You know, maybe they're a reflexologist or aromatherapist. So all of a sudden now, when we start asking you to get a little bit more niche, it's amazing how many more people you can think of. For example, many years ago, I worked at a company called Mill Garages, Volvo, for a few months selling Volvo motor cars. I hated it, okay? But the point being, if you said to me, I want you to think of everyone that you know, I would never have thought of the people that used to work with me at Mill Garages, Volvo. They just wouldn't have been on my radar. But now when I think of it, I think, goodness, yeah, the sales manager, he was a switched on guy. And the guy who sat on the desk next to me, Anthony, he was a lovely bloke. Okay. So all of a sudden, you start expanding, you know, your thoughts really about who it is, you know, that you can give information to about this business. Because if you don't focus on these things that you can do for free, then it just means that you've got to spend money. Okay, so let's start off with doing it for free. Okay, so who are the most influential people that you know? Okay, you know, I'm not talking about, you know, I know you know Richard Branson, but you probably couldn't ring up and speak to him or send him a message and he'd answer. Okay, so who are the most influential people that you know? I mean, know, you know. What about people who've got the same common interests as you? Okay, what about successful people that you know? Who are the most successful people that you actually know? All right. And then maybe it's business contacts that you've dealt with in the past, family, friends, work colleagues. Maybe it's people who've approached you about opportunities in the past. Okay. And start getting these names on the list. And I want you to imagine if I was giving you £50 for every name, and you know that came with a contact number that you could put on the list, and you thought that I could give you, and I would give you £50. I won't, like, but I'd give you, if I give you £50 for every name that was on the list, and you really believed I was going to give it to you, you'd come to me and say, okay, Peter, I've only managed to come up with 5,654 names. So when can you do the bank transfer, please? So if you approach it that way, okay, you'll get the gist of it. Now, here's something that new people fall victim to. Okay, so they take a few little like tentative steps moving forward, and somebody says, oh, I'm interested in essential oils. So you get all excited and they say, can you get me a price for a bottle of peppermint, please? And you go, yeah, let me check. All right. And then you might go back and give them the price, and they might turn around and say, oh, I can get it cheaper in the market than that. Guns flat. So that is not the way to deal. doTERRA isn't about selling single bottles of oil. We're all about the education. You know, people don't understand that our oils are the purest in the world. They don't understand about the unregulated industry. They don't understand about the increase in chronic disease and serious illness, and that these non-communicable diseases, 6 out of every 10 deaths around the world from cancer, cardiovascular disease, kidney disease, osteoporosis, diabetes, stroke, etc., etc., etc. Okay, they don't realize, that they are in much greater degrees of control to reduce these risks by making some small adjustments and using essential oils. But where will they find out that information? On a class. Do you have to give the class? No, we give it. We run these classes 7 days a week. So you can invite people on. But I hear you say, but I don't know what to say. I'm not very good at doing that. Of course, I understand you're new and it isn't going to come as easy as to you as it comes to me. But this is why you have to get good at it, just like you have to get good at anything. This is one of the things to get good at. You need to get a gold star. You need to be able to let this trip off the tongue. If somebody said to me, oh, Peter, can you get me some lemon? Yeah, of course I can. Of course I can. I turn around and say, I'm really happy that you're interested in essential oils. In fact, and then I'll actually go into, and I'll turn around and say, anyone who expresses an interest in essential oils, what's really important is that they understand how to use them safely. See, if they don't know much about essential oils, I get them straight away on that. See, they need to know how to use them safely, effectively, you know, what oils can be used to support what conditions, how these oils can also be used to be able, you know, to reduce the risk of chronic disease and serious illness. And, you know, there's, you know, a fantastic opportunity to get some huge discounts off our oils. So we invite all of our people who are interested in finding out more about our oils or want to get some oils to come onto one of our free educational classes. You'll love it. Okay, and I turn around and say, these are the next couple of days that they're running. Do any of these days suit you? Or which day suits you best is a better way to put it. Because that's not like, yes, I want to come on, no, I don't. It's like, what day do you want to come on? Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday? You know? So, and then when they come on, they will have the eureka moment. Get good at inviting people on to classes. Okay, you've got to let the class work its magic. People come on initially, may be interested in simply getting a price for a bottle of lavender, you know, and they come off with having had so many eureka moments, and they are like, wow, I want to make some lifestyle adjustments. I want to get these oils. I need to put these into my lives. I want to reduce my risk of chronic disease. Oh, I'm definitely using this. I'm definitely going to. It's a eureka moment, okay? And one of the things that Neil and I specifically have found is that when we introduced these online classes that we were running throughout the course, that you could just invite people on and you didn't have to do your own, okay, the team started to grow massively. At first, people used to have to do their own classes. We used to show people how to do the classes, and people who worked jobs or weren't very confident, it was up to them to do their own classes. But we quickly realized this is how we can help the team. So get good at it, use it to your advantage, because this is going to massively help you to be able to build your business, okay? So the first thing that we would recommend that every new person does, and I recommend that people do this literally within 48 hours. I did mine within 48 seconds when I joined. Why? Well, because I just stepped into a business and I wanted to get started. I needed to make it work. I needed some customers. I needed to make some money. Okay, so I thought, right, okay, let's go. So launch yourself. One of the best ways to do that is to put a post on Facebook. And just a generic post, go onto your own timeline, like you put a post out and just put it out there. And you know what? It's not even about if anybody responds. It's not about anybody. It's not whether you get like one person or 5 people or 10 people. Do you know what? It's about a psychological decision to say, hey, I'm doing doTERRA. And you've got to put it out there. Okay? And that's what you've got to do. And I love the way that we've crafted, okay, this particular response to put out there. And look, hi everyone, I'm very excited to share with you. I've just joined the global leading essential oils company doTERRA as a product consultant. These oils are therapeutic essential oils, not fragrance oils. They're 100% pure. They're free from any artificial ingredients, fillers, or pesticides. They're safe and completely natural and not tested on animals. And then, look, it's got there. Now, you don't need to write this down because I've actually got a template for you. Okay, it's good news. But what we're doing is here, you see, the reason why we take some time to let people know what these essential oils are is because guess what? I didn't know what essential oils were. When I was first approached, I thought they were smelly, fluffy things that people who knitted woolly jumpers wear flip-flops and hug trees. That's what I thought it was. I had no idea, and I don't mean that to sound offensive to anybody. I just thought it was something to do with like Love and Peace Man and, you know, patchouli oil and that sort of thing. I had no idea. It was natural medicine. So we make the point that if anybody doesn't really know what it is, it deals with that straight away. Okay? Now, this is the clever bit. If anyone would like to find out more or is suffering from any of the usual conditions like and we mention some conditions, insomnia, headaches, hot flushes, eczema, indigestion, etc., etc., just message me. I'd be happy to help. Okay? And also, if anyone's interested in finding out more about working with us, please let me know, and I'll give you some information. So this is a great post to put on your timeline. What I'd always recommend as well is maybe it's a nice picture of essential oil, something to do with nature, okay? But if you click on that link there, when you're looking at this back yourself, you can click on that and it'll bring down a template, and you can just download the template, and then you can top and tail it. You can make it you. This is me, my words. I'm really excited. You might put on there something entirely different. So make it you, but try not to lose the main body of what we're saying here, okay? And then just whack it on your timeline and just get it out there. And don't worry about what you're going to say if anyone comes back to you. Look at the little post-it, look. Your sponsor can help you with any responses that you get. Just put it out there. It's a first step. It like sets your intention, okay? And then if you get an inquiry, just say to your sponsor, what do I send them? And they'll tell you. You see, too many people think they've got to have it all figured out. Well, if this happens, what do I need to do? And if they do that, then what do I do? It's like, no, that just paralyzes you from taking action, all right? You've just got to, the thing about doTERRA, you've got to learn on the job. You've just got to go out there and you've just got to do it. Remember, at the end of the day, life rewards action, not intention. Okay, so that's really, really important for you to understand. Okay, now let's swiftly move on. So the second thing that you need to do is, that list that you've been making of writing down all these people's names. Okay, well, what we want to do now is we want to reach out to them. We want to send them a private message. All right, now again, because you've sat and thought through some of the people you want to approach about the oils, and you've thought to some people you want to approach about the business, what's the worst that can happen? Nobody responds, or someone says no. Well, that would mean nobody would join you. Well, if you didn't take the step, no one would join you. So, you've got absolutely nothing to lose, okay? But I put it to you that, you'll get some people who will express some interest, okay? So, here we go. This is the one for the business. Now, what I'd recommend is obviously is downloading these. And again, there's a script that you can download. You don't have to worry about anything. And now you might use it from your smartphone. Some people might prefer to do it from the laptop. It's up to you. But I kind of send it to myself on my own phone, and I save it and my notes on my phone, and I can quickly go to it and copy and paste and copy and paste. But always make sure you send it to yourself first, just to make sure that the links are clickable, all right? Because I've done that before, and I've sent it out to people, and then someone's come back saying, well, it doesn't work, the link. So I've learned, send it to yourself first, okay? But look, this is about the business. And you'll notice something about this. It still leads with the oils. And the reason why it still leads with the oils and not the business, even though we're trying to send it to people who might be interested in the business, is because if somebody picked up the phone and rang me and said, Peter, I've got this great business opportunity, I'd say, what's the product? What's the service? Because I think if people believe in what they are offering, okay, then they are going to be much more likely to take an interest in the business, okay? So look, hi Mary, hope you're well. I just want to drop you a quick message. I've started something I think you could be very interested in. People are not going to follow you if you're not enthusiastic. Because when you when you've got non-verbal communication, okay, so it's just like, flat information, like a text or a message, you've got to be a little bit more outgoing to kind of get the enthusiasm to kind of jump off the page a little bit. That's why, look, I'm really excited. I've just joined a global leading essential oils company. The oils help us with our health. They are the most effective. And then look, we're giving a bit of information about the oils again. But then look, have a watch of this 4-minute video. So we're letting them know it's 4 minutes, not 4 hours. All right, it's not like sitting through Titanic. All right, have a watch of this 4-minute video. You'll be amazed. It explains exactly how these oils work. Now, have you heard, those of you who are old enough, you remember some of the old song, there's no business like show business, right? They don't say there's no business like tell business. It's no business like show business. So when you can show somebody something instead of explaining it, I would always go that route. That's why we put little links in, because the video will show them far better than you could tell them. All right? So, and if you haven't watched that little video, oh man, it's amazing. And anyone who doesn't even know what essential oils are, when they watch that video, they'll be thinking, wow, I love it. I love that video. It's one with the baby on and all that, and about the water. Oh man, it's beautiful. Okay? So, that's what we do. And then it's got there. Then have a look at this 3-minute video about the company growth. Wow. Now that's a little bit more about the growth and what's been going on. So you're kind of hitting them with both bits of information, what the oils are, a eureka moment, and then a bit about the growth. And then, so that's a great message. Okay. That is a great message. Now, but then you might have people who are just probably likely to go for the oils. Now, I've got some friends that, look, I like doing a little bit of metal detecting. I go looking for lost treasures in the ground, like Roman coins and medieval silver. It's exciting, all right? And dare I say, some of my colleagues that I go metal detecting with, they look like they've just got out of prison. Some of them look a bit rough, like they're nice lads, like, but I couldn't see them, you know, doing the business like we do. But they get bad backs at the end of the day after they've been metal detecting all day. Okay, so they're on my list for the oils, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm not prejudging anyone, not really, but some of the people I've just approached about the oils, it's really obvious to me that like they would probably struggle, you know, to do doTERRA. But here's a very simple little message that you can just send them. Okay, hope you're keeping well, John. I've started using therapeutic grade essential oils. Once again, letting them know what it is in case they don't. Have a look at this 4-minute video. It explains it far better than I can. I'd love to know what you think. It's that simple. And just fire it off. Okay? Really simple. Now, let's just say, and I've got to mention this because I don't know if we've got any therapists on this evening, but of course, as you know, we attract a lot of professionals. And maybe you've got a large customer base, you know, from other services that you've provided in the past to people that are kind of naturally aligned with what we've got. And I think this is a great, like mail shot that you could put out to these people, okay? And I think it's wonderful because look, you can make it seem, well, it's what you are doing, not make it seem. You can put it across in such a way that you want to add more value to them as an existing customer. Look, here's something I've come to realize. Everyone who's got a customer, do you realize that they are your competitors' target audience? They all want your customers. Everybody's looking for ways to keep their customers loyal. This is a great way. Look, we're really excited to announce a fantastic new service available to you as a valued customer of our company. Due to growing concerns about the use of prescription drugs and over-the-counter medications because of side effects and dependencies and the long-term ill effects of these chemicals we can have within our bodies, more and more people are turning to natural health solutions. We've therefore partnered with doTERRA, the world's global leading company, a little bit of that. If you're interested in seeing the health benefits of using our essential oils, or you suffer from any of these existing health conditions, we would love to invite you to attend a free online introduction to essential oils class. And there's a little video about that. And then why our oils are the purest in the world. Now, when you've got a therapist who may have used essential oils before, the video that goes on into more detail about the purity of the grade, you know, with Dr. Hill in there, it adds more validity to what we're doing here, okay? And if you'd like to find out more about working with us to promote these amazing products, we'd love to hear from you, okay? So this is a great mail shot that you can send out to people, okay? And there, look at the bottom, there's the little link for you to download all of those, to launch on social media, has its own link. Then the reach out messages, which is the the private messages to people, and this one for therapists, etc., is available on that link. So just click it and get it. Now, these things that we're talking about doing here are really simple. We've only asked you so far to make a list, put a post on your timeline, and start reaching out to a few people that you know. This is not something to take, 3 or 4 months. This is something to take, dare I say, 3 to 4 hours, but I appreciate it might take you 3 to 4 days. But the point I'm trying to make is this is just something to get busy with. Now, when you put the post on your timeline and you're letting people know that you've joined the global leading essential oils company, you're really excited, do you think it would work then not putting anything else on there ever again? No. You've got to follow through. It's like going to the gym once, it doesn't work. You've got to go consistently. I'm not suggesting that you turn your own timeline with all your friends into like a business page. I'm not suggesting that. But, maybe it's 1 or 2 little messages going out on your timeline helps to just keep the thread rolling, okay? So, for example, these are all ones that I've put out on my timeline. Look, you see Peter Ray. It's not saying the name of me shop, okay, me business page. It's just me private profile, okay? And look, there's me putting a post out there saying this is just the first 10 minutes of my day. So there's me shower gel for me shower. There's me moisturizing bath bar, the most luxurious product I think you'll ever put on your body. It's flipping awesome. Honestly, you've got to get it. Like, I've got to admit, like, it's probably the most expensive bath bar I've ever purchased in my life, but it is flipping amazing. And of course, I do get 55% off now, but it is absolutely pure indulgent. Okay. Anyway, so then there's my anti-aging moisturizer cream that I put on every morning, every night. Okay. There's me fluoride-free toothpaste. Okay. And there's me On Guard mouthwash from doTERRA. Okay, so that's like just in the first 10 minutes of my day. So we are a product of the product, and it's amazing. You couldn't pay me to stop using these. Okay, and there's me putting a few little posts out. So, I recommend that you start to do the same. Okay, but we're going to show you how to get much more busy on your business page. Which brings us nicely to what I want to talk to you now. So this is my business page, and I've got to admit, I'm on a scale of 1 to 10. If 10's really, really active on there, I'm probably about a 2. So I'm not the role model, by any stretch of the imagination. However, I still keep my hand in. All right, and this is a great way when you first start as well to actually start getting some inquiries, because once you've got your Facebook page set up, and there's a little video there, bottom right, saying, video tutorial, how to set up the page. So you can just watch that. It shows you how to set up your page. Okay, and what I'd strongly recommend is look at your enrollers page, ask them for their page, so that you can just nick, it's a UK expression, nick the content of their page. They won't mind. Okay, what I mean by that is you can copy and you can download some of the images, and you can see the posts that they put out, and you can create your own using copying their text, copying their images, okay, and things like that. And then you can start and put it out there. But before you start sending it out to the masses, create the page, let your sponsor have a look at it, send them your link, let them check it over so that they can give you the thumbs up. Because I get people, they just put they put their header on that they've created a page, and then they're sending me the post to click like. You want people to click like, not just because they know you. You want them to click like because they land on your page and think, wow, this is great. And you want them then to think, wow, what do people do when they see something that they like? They share it. Not only just do they click like, they share it. Okay, look at that there. One to right at the bottom about natural. And I don't just put things out about essential oils, it's about health. Look, there's a one I put out there saying that in 1940, 1 in 16 people got cancer. By 1970, that was 1 in 10. And now it's 1 in 2. And I put that post out there, okay? Look, I got 48 shares. I got more shares than I got likes. Well, that suits me great. Because when someone shares your page, it means that it's being seen by all of the people that follow them, and other people see it. Okay, and then you can start and get people, you know, seeing your page, liking your comments and things like that. And it's a great way for you then to be able to, you could put a post out there saying, hey, you know, thanks for all the likes, everyone, or welcome to all the new people who've just joined. Would anybody be interested in attending one of our essential oils classes that we've got running on Sunday? You know, if you're interested, you know, just let me know and we'll give you more information. So all of a sudden, you know, you can start and do that. You can even boost the page where you pay a small amount, and Facebook will put it as a sponsored post, and it's going to be seen by other people. And then again, you're getting more people following your page, more people liking your posts, and you can cultivate. That's the word, cultivate. Okay. And you can see the diversity of products I've got on there. Look, there was a one there saying, does anybody want to come on a class? Okay, look, 26 engagements. All right, then there's a one there about fibromyalgia. Okay, that got 47 shares. Then there's something about Mother Nature and flaxseed and watermelon seeds and how much nutrition is contained with the potassium and things like that. Then I've got one there about a special offer, like buy one, get one free. So there's a good balance of information. So that's what you should do, is watch that video and work with your sponsor, get the page set up, let them have a look at it. They'll cast their eye over it, give you the thumbs up, and then you can start pushing it out there to all of your friends on Facebook and asking them to like and share your page. And that's where it starts. Now, I don't have that many people following us, but I've got probably over 2,000 people. But there are some people who've got like 10,000 people. Okay, and some people really cultivate the page, and they've got great relationships, and they do some really good business, you know, from just being very cultivating on that page. Okay, now this is normally as much as I would give a brand new person the tasks to do. Okay, so I'd normally say to them, do these things. We'll be communicating around them as we go. And let's get on top of that before we start looking at some of the next steps. Okay? So once again, this is not about crack on. I know when someone said to me, because I'll say, when you're going to put your launch on social media on your timeline, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'll pop it in your diary. Great stuff. Let me know when you've done that. I'll keep an eye on it, etc. When you're going to start reaching out to people, because you've got your list, and when you're going to start reaching out to people. So, you know, I know when my team members are going to start doing these things, and I have conversation with them. So like if Jeff was saying to me now, oh, Peter, I'm going to start sending out messages now, I'd put in my diary in a few days' time, catch up with Jeff and see how his messages are going. That's what I do. Okay. And that way, you know, I'm communicating with Jeff, and Jeff probably feels like he's my only team member, yet in reality, we've got thousands of people. Okay, but I'm on the ball because I'm helping to induct him and help him to step forward. And we're working a little baby plan, little steps of progress, okay? So, next things, quickly moving on. Prospecting tools. Once you've started doing these things that I've just mentioned, there are some things that you can get to be able to help you as you step forward with other lead generating activities that can be helpful. Okay, and we've got two websites here that you can get. The one on the left is a basic website. That's the one that I've got, and I know Jeff's only been in with Julie for 2 days, and they've already got that website. They've already got it. Well, they've ordered it. They've set up a Calendly, which I'm coming on to, which is great, and that's a £10 one-off fee to get that website. Now, when you look back on this document yourself online, you could click on that, and it will take you to my website, and you can have a look at it for yourself. Okay, and if you want to order one, you can click that link, and you can say, can I have one of the new websites, please, with the calendar. Now, that calendar in there is great. I love it. Calendly, for me, is one of the biggest advancements we've had of recent. It's an automatic scheduler, so when people click on the site, and I'll show you in a second, they can just pick a day that suits them, and it automatically schedules them into the class. Now, that works out at £2 per week in the UK. Okay, so in South Africa, that's probably about 36 Rand a week. I think, given how professional it looks and how much time it saves me and how much more effective it makes me be, that's money well spent. Now, if you want to get a site that's a little bit more bells and whistles, there's a one there for 50 quid, but it includes a free scheduler. It doesn't matter which one you get, it just matters which one suits you and which one you want to get. So if you want one of them, there's the lady who will order that for you, okay? But basically, they're great little tools to help you. Now, this is Calendly, which just basically helps you to be able, like if you've got someone who says, oh, I'm really interested in coming on a class, or I'd like to find out more, I say, well, look, here's come on a class and find out more. Have a look, see which day suits you, schedule it in. It's so easy, okay? And once you've got it set up, you can even message somebody. Look, there you are, look, a $10 essential oils class. You can message that to somebody, and that's what it looks like. Well, if you've got a picture on there, it looks like that. Okay, and that's how it comes through. And when someone clicks on that link, look, click on our class scheduler below. They click on that link, and look, there it comes up, and they think, oh, what day will suit me? I'll have a look at Monday. Oh, no, that time doesn't suit me. Let's look at Tuesday. I say, well, Wednesday works. I'll click on that. And then I'll get an automated email saying, thanks for booking onto the class, and this is how to download Zoom, and this is the link to click on to join the class. It's really, really clever, okay? So there's a video tutorial there. Look, there's a video tutorial that you can click on, and you can watch, and it shows you how to set it up, okay? And then there's even a link there to view the slides, because we've got the templates in there for you to use that you're going to need when you're setting it up. Now, if you're a bit of a technophobe, your sponsor will help you with that. I mean, even today I said to Jeff, I said, yeah, you managed to set it up? Good man. Send me a link. I'll click on it, and I clicked on it. I booked onto the class. I checked that the email came through okay. I went back and said, spot on, Jeff. You did a great job there. But if he had got it wrong, it wasn't working right, or the days were not as they should be, then I would have went back and advised Jeff. So again, can you see you're working with your new member to help them to get it right and to take that step? And that's really, really important. Now, here's something that's really, really interesting, okay? And I love this. Now, I recently did a Facebook Live about how you can fast track and find quality people to join you in your business, okay? And if you think about it, what we offer is very aligned with, you know, many, many, many different holistic services from people who've got salons, reflexologists, aromatherapists, okay, Reiki healers, etc., etc. Doctors, you know, even, you know, occupational like therapists and things like that. So if you think about it, this is a free way of being able to find these people. Watch that live. I get very excited about it and very enthusiastic about it. You will notice that when you watch it. But I make the point really, really clearly, okay? Here's something that I want to just mention to you, okay? And a few people have heard this lady's name mentioned a little bit, and it's deserved, to be fair. You know, last month was our first full month in the business. She's called Darlene. Her and her husband have their own GP practice, okay? And they are professionals, and they have got a really good circle of influence. Now, not everyone has this. I don't have this. I kind of had a different type of circle of influence, okay? And they got started, okay, and they've reached out to lots and lots of health professionals. I think 2/3 of the people in the team are all health professionals, okay? And here we are now, just over 6 or 7 weeks in, and, you know, there are 65 people in the team, 65. 55 of those people have got their LRP set up. It's incredible, okay? And I've never seen anything like it, if I'm honest. I haven't. But when I look at some of the other quality people on our team, and we have another quality lady on this evening. We've got lots of quality ladies on the team, but one in particular, you know, is Del, you know, from South Africa. You know, and you know, she right now is the highest ranking, you know, wellness advocate in South Africa. And I'm really proud of her and blessed that she's part of our team as well, I might add. But what's interesting here is that, you know, Del is a professional. already aligned with holistic health. So what happens when quality people come into this business is that they've got a different circle of influence. So they can reach out to people, you know, who are more aligned, and your business can grow more quickly. Okay, so I think this is a great strategy. Now, it's a numbers game like everything else, but you have an opportunity to go onto Google. You can research, you can put in reflexologist, aromatherapist around where you live, okay, or anywhere. They can be anywhere in the world. I'm doing that in South Africa right now, okay. So the point being is that you can do that, and when on Google it'll come up, and some people it'll be their Facebook pages, some people it'll be their websites, okay, and many people will have their contact numbers. Because in most cases, smaller companies, smaller people who are looking to build their business, they're keener to have people contact them. So they're more happy, hey, here's my mobile number, okay, I'm looking for business. So, you know, then you can get their mobile number, and then you can add them into your phone as a contact, and then you can reach out to them through WhatsApp. And I've crafted this wonderful little message that you can reach out to people through WhatsApp, okay? And all you got to do is, look, it says there, click WhatsApp. If you click that, you can download a script, and there's a perfect little message that you can send people on WhatsApp, once again with a little link in so they can watch a video, okay? So also if you're in the UK, there's a website called naturaltherapypages.co.uk, and you can go onto that, and I never realized there was as many holistic services. And again, you can click on that, and it will bring up people who are, you know, promoting their services, and they've got their mobile numbers, they've got their email addresses, they've got their Facebook pages, so you can easily access information, and you can start reaching out to these people, and then obviously invite them to come onto a class to find out more. So it's a great strategy for free, okay, which is the point I want to make. Now, if you've got people who are interested in sport, and they might have their own gymnasium, or they might run their own yoga practice, or they might be a bit more into sport, well, with doTERRA, we're on the cologne list, you know, for allowable products that can be used as natural substances that can enhance performance. But I created a great little document here, okay, that you can use. Just the other day, a lady in our team had a meeting with a professor of sport at a university in South Africa, okay, and I sent her this document, and I said, have a look at this. It'll just help you to kind of know what is there, and something you could send as well, okay. Now, WhatsApp is an integral part of us reaching out to people, and I use it every single day. In fact, if we couldn't use WhatsApp, we would have to rethink our business strategy for the team. I would say WhatsApp is up there with one of the top 3 resources that is absolutely essential for us to build this business. And what I love about WhatsApp is how versatile it is. I can agree to have a phone call with someone anywhere in the world, and it costs me nothing as long as we can get a decent signal, okay? And in addition to that, I can do a little audio message, and I love doing audio messages because I can let people hear the tonality. I can be warm and friendly, and it's lovely to have a chance to chat with you, and would you be available to have a little chat, maybe for 5 minutes? Okay, I can send them the little picture message to remind them that the class is on, the audio message. It's just got so many uses that I'm a big advocate of WhatsApp, okay? And the fact that you can send a message to someone and you can see when it's being delivered and you can see when they've received it, it just does something for you. Ha! They've seen it. I love it. So it's a real great tool. Get used to making this your friend, because it is going to serve you well, okay? Now, this next step, look, you'll notice it says top right-hand corner, advanced level. 99.9% of people could not come onto this document and think, oh, right, okay, yeah, I'll set that up and go onto Facebook and set up a new advert and promote that out there and start and get inquiries. It's unlikely that you'd be able to do that without some help and support, okay? However, I never knew anything about Facebook ads. I am completely self-taught. And I watched video after video after video. I wrote note after note. I ran advert. I made adjustments to learn. Why did I do that? Not for me, partly me, but because I needed to be able to show my team how to do it. Because I'm nothing without my team. My team's success is all important to me. Okay, so I wanted to be able to show people how they could get unlimited leads. And that's the point, unlimited leads. This business is not just about being or having to reach out to people that you know. Yeah, it's a great place to start, okay? But every single day now for 23 months, being in 24-ish, okay, for 23 months, I deal with strangers, okay? And this is what I do. I spend my time working through my targeted audience Facebook ads. If you don't know what that is, in the shell of a note, it's the business platform on Facebook where you can create an ad that you pay to get promoted, okay? And you can create a target audience. You can put in there that you want this ad to only be seen by people who are interested in holistic health, are interested in essential oils, are interested in yoga or, or any other holistic service. And you can put that in there. You can put the country you want to focus on. You want people who can speak English. I've got adverts running all through Europe, and everyone I speak to speaks English. Why? Because I put on there, for English, Facebook knows everything. They only show it to people who fit the profile. Okay, and look, there's one of my ads there on the left-hand side. Look, that's in just 7 days. It was back in September, but look, 7 days, 35 inquiries. Lovely people, lovely people, lovely people just like you who are already aligned with holistic health, interested in essential oils. You see, I see people putting posts in groups where there's all sorts of people in there. That's not targeted. And that's like you trying to sell vegan a steak. It's not going to work. All right. So it's about the right audience. This is the most effective way and the most cost-effective way for you to be able to build a global empire. I can target anywhere in the world. Okay. I believe that we as a team, we've got the biggest team in South Africa, but I have to say there's a lot of leaders now targeting from all over the world. And if we got to move swiftly, we got to keep the advantage. We've done well to get this advantage. We got to fight for it now. We haven't got to sit back. It's time to step up because there's other people trying to muscle in. Okay. And that's really, really important. But the point being here is that I can target anywhere in the world, and so can you. Okay. So look, there's a tutorial which you can click on, which is PowerPoint, which shows you step by step what to do. So, and I took screenshots of everything I did. So I knew that when I did it, I knew I was going to wish that I had taken that, because I'll be thinking, how did I set that up? Because I fumbled my way through it. But now, of course, I've created that there, and that will serve you well. And then look, I love this. Click on that there, that video. That's a video of what the prospect sees when you set your ad up in the way that I'm showing you. It's fantastic. It shows you them clicking on it. It shows you what they see next. It then shows you how it redirects them to the page, the website. It shows you how they click on the scheduler. It's beautiful. And it's showing you what you're working towards setting up. A new person would struggle to do this. And I would never set a brand new person onto a targeted ad as part of my strategy session. They would just do the first bit. And then we do the next step. And then we get closer to when it was like, okay, the next step is for you to, do an ad. Okay. And I'd work with them and I'd help them to get it set up. And I'd do a screen share with them. And if they were struggling, I'd say, click here, click there. And I'd help them to get it set up. Okay. Now, but anybody who's looking to step into target audience advertising, I'm just checking the time. Oh my goodness, I'll have to go. I talk too long. Unlike me, as usual. But this is, look, paid advertising expectations. This is helping you to know what is normal, what is what are you likely to expect? What is, am I going to get a lot of leads? Is everyone going to answer the phone? I'm going to get lots of people onto classes. How many leads am I likely to get, and how many people are likely to join? If you don't watch this video first, you will have unrealistic expectations. And if you've got unrealistic expectations, you'll get disappointed, and you might think that it's not working, and you'll stop. Okay? And it's important that you watch this, okay? Because I share with you many of the things that you need to be aware of. Even when you set up an ad, look, there's a little warning triangle there. Look, some things to be aware of. Don't just set one up and not look at these things. Facebook are very, very careful, and all they're interested in is their customers' experience. And if they think that that you're promoting something that really isn't the type of thing they want to promote, they do not like these network marketing schemes that are all about earn a fortune, exit the rat race, work from home, don't like that sort of thing. Okay, so you've got to be classy about it. So when I run an ad, I'll turn around and say, would like to find out more about how these oils can help and support you with your health and your well-being. Okay, and we're also looking for people who may be interested in sharing this gift with others. That is a very subtle way of saying, do you want to work with us and earn an extra income? You've got to be classy about these things, okay? And this gives you a little bit of an inkling as to what you need to be aware of, okay? We even have a team ad pool. So let's say you're a bit of a technophobe and you think, oh, I could never do that. You could. But let's say you thought, okay, I want to step into the ad pool. We've got an ad pool. We've got a professional who runs our ads for us. You can put some money into the ad pool, okay, in multiples of 50 quid, so 50 quid, 100 quid, etc., etc. Okay, and we'll run the ads for you. You can pick the country where you want to work. You might think, how about Romania? How about Poland? How about Russia? We'll even run an ad for you in the native language, but if you want. So what I'm trying to say is that we're here to help you to get inquiries so you can build your business, and it's all the contact details are on there. You can look at that, and you can email Neil, and we always let you know roughly how much the leads are likely to be. Like in different countries, they're more expensive. Okay, like in the UK, believe it or not, it's one of the most expensive leads that you can get. Not that we want that to be the case. It's funny how that works, okay? Yet in some countries around the world, like in Europe, we can get them for pence. But that's why it's great that we can build a global business, okay? So I'm going to quickly rush through this next bit. But look, if you want to rank advanced, there's a video there about how to get up to Premier, which is the first leadership level. There's a bit more detail about the pay plan. If you really feel like you want to delve into the depths of the detail, then you can. It's there for you, okay? Now, we haven't gone into the bit about giving out samples, because this is going to be added on the next time that we do the class, okay? And also a little bit more about working offline as well, okay? So basically, I just want to kind of reassure you, if I may, I'll just stop the screen share there for a moment. I just want to reassure you that these are some of the things, these are the things that we do every day, okay? And it's a great place to start. Don't feel overwhelmed. You're just going to work with your sponsor. You're going to take one step at a time. You're going to agree the steps with your sponsor that you're going to take, okay? They'll know when you're likely to take it. They'll be there. They have your back. They will keep you right. You're working together as a team, okay? And I think that's really, really important that you understand that. Okay, and as you start and get your confidence and help to start and get a few little successes, and then you'll start moving through, and then before you know it, you'll be running ads, and you'll be getting inquiries coming in, and you'll become familiar with the system, what we do, what we say, what happens next, and you've got to grow into that role. You've got to give yourself time to learn, okay? But I will say this is the most lucrative opportunity that I think I've ever known in my life. And that's the reason why right now I am operating a little bit out of balance. Okay, I'm working a little bit harder than I would normally opt to work. I'm getting up a little bit earlier. I'm going to get a little bit later. I'm making a few more sacrifices. And I'm doing that because I absolutely believe the next 24 months, if you get tucked into this, will set you up for life. Now, you can watch other people get themselves set up for life, okay? Or you could just do it yourself as well, okay? And that's exactly what we are doing it for. I know why I am making these sacrifices. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, okay? And it's for me and my family. I see an opportunity, and I believe the opportunity is now. And I think that you're in a great place. You're in the right place at the right time with the right company and the right team. And we've got the right systems in place. And when you see the new resource website, and that's all done, and a lot of this information you've seen here will be in little categories, okay, where you can easily click on and you get specific information on that. You'll be really, really happy. So look, that's me done. And we've got another class to jump onto in 25 minutes, which I do not want to miss. It's been great to see you all. Remember, you're all part of our overall team. Some of you might be part of Neil's team or Andy's team as well, so you're not all in my downline. But I consider that we're all part of the same team, and we're all here to help and support each other the best we can, because there's nothing gives me more pleasure than when I see other people feeling good and achieving success. It's just why I do the business. It really is quite wonderful. So, thank you. I'm going to post, I actually have recorded this, but I'll post it later. But the link will be going into the group as well, and you can go back and you can refer back to it. But most importantly now, go back to your sponsor, okay? Tell them you've been on the class. You want to start and take some of these steps, and they will agree the steps with you, and they'll support you through them. That's me done, everyone. See you on the call on the other side. Good night and God bless. See you later.